I've got to be honest with you. American AM radio is a whole a plethora of rabbit holes to disappear down. This Sunday, Rudy Giuliani wants to fight. Yes, I feel we should do one of those. Let's get ready to fumble! Rudy Giuliani is upset. When Rudy Giuliani starts going on about the character of another person, you think, is it pot calling kettle? Whatever. I think he's potentially one of the last people to put his name in the ring as a contender to cleanse up the world of being a gentleman. And that's putting it lightly. But anyway, I'll let you hear the clip. Let's get ready to fumble.
Indeed.
Well, we have John Tobacco on the line who called us in regards to the New York Senate race. John, how are you doing this morning?
Rudy, Maria, good morning. Great show so far. How are you? I'm doing well, thanks.
Great.
I'm not. I'm angry. I am. I can't help it. I'm angry and I'm disappointed. But go ahead. You know what I'm disappointed about.
All right, let me take off the politeness. I'm damn mad, Rudy.
Good, John. Come on, tell the truth. Now, what is this garbage? How did they get you? They go around?
The answer that I gave you is they didn't bother to interview a single witness. Just like you, they...
Sapraduple.
Well, look, he's endorsed by Donald Trump right now, and you know Cara and I are 100% committed to President Trump.
I am too, but he's not the Pope.
I think what you just said and the way you were struggling to find the words to describe it summarizes the situation. There's way more questions than answers. I'm just wondering who in Trump land could overlook, let's say maybe no one thought she would endorse anyone in the race, but certainly if he did, Cara fights for the January 6th. Cara's 100% pro-Trump. She writes for Gateway Pundit. To go against her so outwardly, it makes me think that people around him are either lying to him or not giving him all the information.
Bingo.
And Rudy, Maria, Rudy, to me, you're one of the best prosecutors, one of the best criminal justice fighters ever. I'm wondering how Alina Habba is feeling today, knowing that they have to go make appeals and all these other things. And President Trump just endorsed a guy who donated to Letitia James. I mean, it's got to be some kind of mitigating factor that you're so bad at this woman, but you endorsed one of our donors. I just don't understand it. I don't know if the president had that information. I don't know what information, or if he had any information at all, or maybe
conversation.
Truth is truth. I don't mean to go like.
No, it isn't truth. Truth isn't truth. The president of the United States says I didn't.
Truth isn't truth, Mr. Mayor. Do you realize what I
No.
This is going to become a bad meme.
Don't do this.
Just someone said, hey, this is a good guy who can beat Kirsten Gillibrand, but
so what is Cara going to do? Is she going to stay in the race?
Let's go one point beyond James. It's worse than that. He also donated to Kaminsky several days after Kaminsky set everybody free on bail, and it's caused a crime wave in New York. You can say he's donating to the main guy that got people killed in New York.
Well, yeah, Todd Kaminsky was the author of bail reform. Letitia James was the author of the Get Trump movement, try to take $500 million away from him. And, on top of that, we put some stuff out yesterday that Sapraicone also contributed money to John Katko, a Republican rhino from upstate who voted for Trump's impeachment. So he's endorsing a guy who's basically been funding.
And his comments. How about his comments on Trump?
I mean, the things he said about Trump, to me, the most disqualifying one is, and you can understand this as a man, and Marie, you can understand it as parents. He said, this isn't a person I can tell my kids is a good man. So take the politics away. In your core, you're saying, I can't tell my kids this is a good man. So
Trump's my friend. And, Sapraicone's a cop, and he's probably a lot younger and better shape than me. But that's the kind of thing that in the old days I punched the son of a gun in the nose for. He's not a good man. How the hell did you ever meet him? Where do you come off telling me he's not a good...
A Trump rally costs around $2 million to produce because it involves various expenses. This includes venue rental, security measures, sound equipment, staff salaries, transportation, and staging. Additionally, there are costs for promotional materials, advertising, and organizing the event. All these elements come together to create a high-cost production for a large-scale political rally like those seen during a presidential campaign. Oops. $2 million on this shite.
That is no longer admired, respected, or listened to. Will repeat your... Anytime I start talking, they take the red light off. Look, he can't campaign. He can't speak. So we call it migrant crime. I came up with that name because I come up with a lot of good names. You see Maduro, Venezuela, it's unbelievable. Is going to the border, doing a show, Sean Hannity, good man Sean Hannity. We'll demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers. Production in the United States, country, even Argentina, they went MAGA. You know Argentina, great guy. He's a big Trump guy. He loves Trump. I love him because he loves Trump. When he called, I took his call. Anybody that loves me, I like them. Biden border bill. Well, you know this, right? The Biden border bill. I'm thrilled to be back in the beautiful Virginia. We went through the last two total. Last Tuesday, Michigan total was a record. Like, ding, boom. This is me. I hear, bing. You heard the hostages singing. That was the hostages. They're the J6 hostages, I call them, because they are. I'm being indicted for you. I am. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. He stinks. That's not the kind of people, you know, that we talk. This is a positive swamping. Gavin Newsom, the new scum, the governor of California. We want to get Romney's and those out. He had experience in something else. You know that. He called you, yes, Your Highness. He called me Your Highness, which is interesting. But we do need a free press to make it really to fulfill what we want to do. I purposely mix up like a name like Birdbrand. You know who Birdbrand is? But you know what? So you interchange them, and then they go out with stories. I cannot be sarcastic, so I try not to be. I just did that thing for the first time in like 2 weeks because it's a disaster. I happen to have a very good relationship with a woman called Melania. I mean, we don't need your vote. We want you to get out, though, and vote. We're a third world nation now. They don't have the pilots to fly the planes. They don't see qualified air traffic controllers. We're going to be very strong. We're going to take over Washington, D.C. We're going to run it properly. How does the back of my head look? Is it okay? I'm like an artist.
Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for a race featuring a motley crew of desperate losers and shameless con artists. It's a spectacle so astonishingly lacking in integrity that you won't believe your eyes. And off they go, with Nikki the diplomatic Gillette and Haley prancing around like a phony diplomat who can't even negotiate a discount at the local market. But wait, here comes former guy Trump desperately trying to relive past glories and making promises that only a true master of deception could conjure up. Will this towering ego get him across the finish line? Here's the bridge to know where Christie is lagging behind. His Two-Face is still stuck in the traffic of his own failed political career. And Pensive Pence remains as indecisive as ever, pondering if he should even be in this race. But lo and behold, a hold-it taste of the Arkansas alibi. Hutchinson desperately clinging to his southern charm, hoping to distract you from his questionable track record and boring ass of bullshit. Meanwhile, Ron, the catastrophic clown, DeSantis is causing pandemonium at every turn, proving that being an utter disaster can still gain you supporters in the world of politics. Will he woke off before the final furlong? Then there's Tim Nice with Deceptive Scott, the slick talker, who's more concerned with appearances than substance, willing to spin any tale that'll get him a vote. And former guy Trump, of course, reappears with his endless stream of falsehoods, like a snake oil salesman hawking miracle cures. But hold on to your sanity, folks, because here comes Vivek, the vexing visionary Ramaswamy, Cupid's stunt horse in this race of charlatans. He's peddling innovation and fresh ideas like a true snake oil salesman. And who knows what kind of bizarre venture he'll announce before the race is over. As they stumble toward the finish line, who is going to be the front runner to appear Fox Daily pushing out lies and fears? The crowd can hardly contain their disbelief. It's a spectacle like no other, a parade of desperate losers and shameless liars vying for your attention and, more importantly, your vote, and instantly forgetting you exist. So we need someone? Anyone I can't spot one winner? And there it is, folks. Tim Nice but Deceptive Scott manages to cross the finish line last, leaving in front a trail of half-truths